Hi, everybody. This is the first day, official day one of the GitHub Universe conference, the 10th anniversary in 2024. And last night, after a very nice dinner, thanks to our friend Tristan. Hola, Tristan. I hope you're watching this. I met our amiga Autumn. Did I pronounce it?
Yes. Don't forget the friendship bracelets. Friendship bracelets were made.
Oh, I forgot my bracelet, but I'll put it on.
You forget them.
It was a little bit too tight, so I had to take it off for sleeping, because otherwise I had all the marks on my... but I'll have it later.
Because you need a picture of our matching, friendship bracelet.
Oh, yeah, we can put the picture. We have one, right?
Yes. We have to put one on.
Okay, so enough of just fooling around. Autumn, I am pronouncing very Latin.
Autumn Nash.
Autumn Nash. Okay, so first of all, tell us a little bit about you for the people watching this to know about you. Why are you here and why you will be presenting?
Oh, okay. So I'm Autumn Nash. I'm a software engineer. I'm the education board chair for Millspace Coders, and I do a lot of volunteering for RTC, which is rewriting the code and teaching young women and military spouses to code. I'm here to give a talk, or I guess a discussion lounge, about empowering women in data to build a better future for AI. So I think AI is inescapable at this point. We are very excited about it. We're going to put it in a lot of things, but to make sure that we don't lose trust of our customers and people, we need to make sure that we're putting good AI that benefits everybody, and that we're not just multiplying our biases, and really investing in making sure that we're making the right decisions and building this future. Women are more than 50% of the population, but they're just almost left out of the conversation and the building and not getting a seat at the table. And just the amount of just discretionary spending that women do, just the return on investment, and even money-wise, if we didn't care about diversity or making things good, business-wise, it is a horrible idea to not take in consideration your audience and your customer. So I'm
super important. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, I'm just really excited to talk about it.
I look forward. I didn't know about the presentation, and when I heard last night about what you were going to talk about, ooh, I'm going to go there. I'm going to be supporting.
I get a little passionate about it, and then I have to bring in my rants.
I'm going to say you're right. Awesome. No, yeah, because it's I truly think it's a very important topic that we need to pay more attention to, spread the word, make awareness. I think it's the first part. Someone in the women in tech community told me that that's a big element. If you don't see women in tech, women succeeding, and you don't have the models, you don't even know that it exists.
Representation is so important. If you don't see it, how do you know that you can be it? And how do you know that it's even an option to be? Also, I feel like we're in a really pivotal time in AI development. We're getting to the point where it's not just hype cycle, it's really starting to be used. So we can either use it to empower people and make people's lives easier, or it can go left and go wrong, So I think where we are right now and the decisions we make right now are going to be a huge catalyst for the future. So it's really important to get the right people in the room and the right people to really, be community and future focused, and not just, I think also money is important. So knowing who your audience is and who you're selling things to, and who makes a lot of the household decisions and everything. I think it was 80% of household. Yeah, 85. Yeah. And then if you look at it, this is going to be one of the biggest wealth transfers. When the boomers start to die off, this will be one of the first times that women have so much more of a amount of
resources.
Yeah.
So what's to do with that?
It's going to be one of the biggest wealth transfers in history. And it's why would you leave that much money on the table?
Please don't. And if you do, let me know where that table is, please.
Right?
And so, just to ramp down and close up a little bit on this quick conversation, last night we were discussing a little bit about biases in AI, and we both share a lot of concerns about what is happening through AI. Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
It's already really alarming how much data is out there, that it's already starting to show a lot of gender, racial, religious, and
Oh, everything.
Oh.
Everything wrong that you can think of, it's being shown.
But it's not just the fact, like, when us as humans already have bias and we already have a lot of, I mean, honestly, we can't decide what we want to put in our kids' textbooks. ChatGPT only is trained on data from 2022 on, you know? So, like, we don't even know how we are going to decide on what we're training a lot of the models on. And the fact if we put bias information in and we don't have anyone with a seat at the table to say, like, are we really looking at this in a, like, full way? We will just multiply that bias because of the way that, like, models work. The whole point is training it on bias. So we're going to just multiply the biases that we already had. So we already have biases in the medical community where a lot of Black women die in childbirth and a lot of women die of heart disease because the symptoms manifest in a different way. So can you imagine if we were to just, and a lot of medical studies don't test on women. So if we just multiply those biases, we will end up hurting people, but also, like, really losing their trust in that, when there's also the other flip side where scans and a lot of other ways that we could implement AI could actually really save people and help people. But if we lose their trust and we end up hurting a bunch of people, we are going to end up not being able to really implement and see it at its top in height and greatness that it could achieve, you know? So it's not that we want to be against AI. We just want to use it responsibly and in a way that we help people, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like driving. You gotta drive responsibly. Don't drink while you do AI, or that would be fun. Yeah, I know, silly example, but it just came up. And okay, Autumn, thank you so much for your perspective. This information, I know it's super dangerous because they are self-feeding loops that we're gonna be seeing soon potentiated, which is gonna be weird. But let's see. Let's try to keep the best possible direction, steer this AI thing in a babysitted kind of. So to close, what words, recommendations, or inspiring, what can you tell to the women watching to get out there, to get in these events, in these places, and to not to let those biases and sad social situations that we see in the world inspire them? Give them some words from someone successful and awesome, a woman awesome.
I just think that we're all going to have to come together to make it better, right? So don't count yourself out. Like, everybody has something to bring to the table to make this better, and we're going to have to empower each other to all be part of the solution. So definitely get into tech or AI or data. I especially love data, and just bring your whole self and all the parts of you that make you unique to contribute to that.
Awesome. So pay attention to those words. Get together. That's super important, because sometimes it's like women's in silos, or not even knowing, or give support, receive support, ask for support. Here you have someone that I have a feeling will be happy to help everyone.
Well, I will also, it's really important for men to get to be a part of the conversation and to really, like, help women, because we can't all do it all on our own, right? Like, community and change really happens when other people who have more power and have more, what is the word I'm looking for?
Awareness as well, right?
Awareness, but privilege. Like, use your privilege, right? So if you're a man in tech or just a man in general, you can always amplify women and help them. So, and mentoring is, like, great, and it's very beneficial, because when you're not new to something or you don't have that perspective, it can help you grow also. So mentoring goes both ways. So
awareness everywhere, because every time that I hear some of the awful stories that sometimes women go through, I'm like, that happens? Oh my, I had no idea. And it's really, really important. Guys, pay attention. Really, iffy things are happening to the women in tech, especially in tech. I'm not making less for the rest of the areas, but yeah, I have heard of ugly things in tech. Okay, now, Autumn, to really wrap it up, where can people follow up with you and ask for help, or a shoulder to cry, or I don't know?
I'm on Blue Sky a lot, LinkedIn. Those are probably where I'm the most of the time, sometimes Instagram, but mostly Blue Sky, usually.
Okay, look for her. If I have some time, you will see some of her LinkedIn And Blue Sky, why should you try Blue Sky? Because you're a big proponent.
I think Blue Sky, for one, you're investing in it, but with the protocol, you can also know that if it goes wrong this time, you can take all the investment that you made into that content and take it with you. But also, it doesn't have an evil dictator, so everybody loves that. And the people like Paul and everyone who are part of Blue Sky, I think that they are building it for a lot of the right reasons. Even when you read their mission statements, the fact that they want you to be able to take your stuff and not if like it was to ever change hands, you know, they're very intentional about the way they're building it. And I feel like they have earned a lot of trust in the community, and it's open source, which I love open source things. So I just think that Blue Sky is going to be a really good alternative for us to go back and find that community that we're missing from Twitter. So I'm really hoping that it works out that way.
That's awesome. So if I get a chance, again, check the links down or in the description. Get Blue Sky and add Autumn and talk to her a little bit. Autumn, thank you very much.
Thank you for interviewing me.
No, it was a pleasure and also great dinner, right?
So much fun.
Yeah, loved it. Okay, everybody. If this edition goes as I am expecting, you'll see more talks and more adventures happening on this day one of GitHub Universe 2024, the 10th edition. 2 times 10. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.